Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, I am Penge, and welcome back to Plutocracy, and welcome to the second quarter of the year 1876, which is indeed a vintage quarter of a vintage year, because look at this, things are going very well indeed. We can see here, Madam Penge is the sole shareholder of the company Barfield, which is brilliant news. So we've got absolute control of this company. Nobody else owns any shares in this company. They are all owned by us. In fact, you can see over here it says controlling interest 100%. I kind of feel like this should say only interest because it's just us. It is only us that owns any shares, and that's what we did last time. We spent quite a bit of money and quite a bit of time on buying out the shares from all of the other shareholders until we had them all, which is excellent news. And then as soon as that happened, as soon as we were in complete control, we turned down the dividends to entirely nothing, so we didn't pay ourselves any money, which seems like a bit of a silly thing to do. on the face of it, saying yes, I own all the shares in this company, right, let's not pay myself any money from those shares, seems a little bit crazy. But what we can do now is, rather than paying ourselves the money from the dividends, we can put them back into the company. And that means we can invest the money into the company directly, we can build more workplaces, we can then get more workers, and therefore it will make more money, and then it will just sort of exponentially go from there, because the more workplaces and workers we have, the more money we're going to make, because we can produce more stuff. So that's the plan, and that is what we're going to be doing now. Now this might take quite a long time. I do not know how long it's going to take. So we can go to here, and we can see that in the company reserve right now, there is only 8.53k, but we did spend a little bit last time out on upgrading things and getting more workplaces and workers and what have you. So yeah, not much in the reserve right now. So yeah, we're going to put 16.9k into the reserve next time, or around that number anyway. So yeah, we'll have a little bit more in there. So that's the plan. We're just going to have to sit back and wait, get all this money in the reserve, then invest it in the company, and then of course once there's more workers, that will generate more income, which means more money will go into the reserve, which means that we can spend it on more workers, and then the company will be huge, and then at some point we will be able to switch these back up a bit. So yeah, we'll put the dividends up a tiny bit, and it will start paying out some money to us, which will be lovely. Now the only problem with this is that we are going to become quite broke. We're going to become quite poor, because at the moment we've got minus 54.5k. So we're 54,500 grand down, and every month we're losing 10.4k because we're not paying ourselves any money and we haven't got any shares in anything else. So we really have gone all eggs in one basket. The Barfield basket is where all our eggs are. So yeah, we need to make sure that this works, because if it doesn't work, if this plan all collapses and this company folds, then we're done for. It is all over. So we need to make sure this works. But yeah, we're going to start losing lots of money. We're going to lose money every month until this company is big enough for us to pay some dividends, and then we can reap some of the money that we've invested into this company. And we do have obviously some stuff to fall back on. We have got some property. We've got some stuff. Can't remember exactly what we've got now. Let's have a look at the stuff we've got. We've got the Chinese dragon statuette, which is not selling very well at the moment. We've got the candelabra, which is selling terribly. And the tea set, which is actually selling okay, but I'm not selling it. It's my tea set, hands off. And we've got this thing here. So some rum is selling... Actually, it's selling up to 72.5k. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Does anybody want to buy any rum? Would anybody like to buy any rum? Right, hang on a minute. Let's just go to this. If we can get ourselves that money, then we might as well do it. Because, I mean, yeah, it'll top us back up a little bit. We can't do anything else with it, though. We can't do anything else with that. Oh, yeah, now this person here, he wants to buy alcohol and tobacco, and he really doesn't like us. Now, is he the person that tried to whatever it was, blackmail us last time? Somebody tried to blackmail us and we got some sort of bandit to go and deal with them, which I didn't fully understand. Can we do this? If we sell you this for an absolutely ludicrous amount of money, 40.8k, yeah, we might as well go for that. And that means that, look, his loyalty to us goes up by 25%. So maybe if that increases, he's less likely to try and blackmail us, which might be quite a good thing. So yeah, let's go for that, shall we? So it makes us a bit of money. It doesn't actually get us really anywhere near anything, but it might get that guy off our back for a little bit. That might be quite useful. Now, is he... I don't know where he goes now. Is he now still our enemy or whatever? I'm not entirely sure. But there you go. Maybe that has just stopped him being mean to us for a little while. Yeah, see, Jake Griffin doesn't like us either. Why don't you like us? Oh, because you're a company owner as well. And you do not like us being a company owner. Is that it? Okay. Right, another thing we're going to look at is, let's come out of here, just before we kick things off here, let's go and have a look into here and go into, no, don't do that, not that one. Go into this bit here. So maybe we want to start moving your priorities around a bit. Now we'll leave safety on because the accident rate is going to come down to 0. In the next quarter. So that's quite good. So we'll leave that down to 0. Strike risk is currently 0. So let's move you out of working conditions. Let's put you into, I don't know, goodwill. What does that do to, what does goodwill link to? Goodwill links to selling price. Okay, that's probably a good thing. So if we move you from there to there, that puts that went from almost 17k to 21k. That's quite a lot. Okay, right, that's a good thing to do. Yeah, hang on a minute, put him back there. What was the selling price? Minus 466 or minus 139. What? That's huge. That's a huge difference. And then motivation could go to quality because we've maxed out motivation right now. What's that linked to? Productivity. I mean, that is quite important. That's quite an important thing. What have we got over here? Now I looked at this. People relationship. I'm not entirely sure what this means, but last time we had trouble with the locals, didn't we? We had trouble with the locals, and they kept sort of rioting or whatever. And if we didn't pay them any money, they kind of just burnt down our buildings, and it was all a bit mean, all a bit horrible. I wonder if that's what that means. I wonder, what's this thing down here? A social program. Yes. Okay, let's put you into there to work on our relationship with the people, with the communities that we've got these industries in. Maybe that will stop them striking and essentially blackmailing us and having to pay out massive piles of cash to them. So that could be quite useful. So we'll put you in there, and investment attractiveness is done as well. What do we put that in? What's hiring linked to? Worker rates and exp. Whatever that is, I don't know what exp is, but what if we put you in there? 20.6, 23.1. Do you know what? That's probably worth doing. And then next time safety will be done. So maybe we can move safety down into quality or automation or whatever. But there we go. Right, so he's been moved around. So we've got the priorities sort of sorted. And now I think it's just going to be a case of just doing a lot of this. What's that? Oh, right, yes, a little news thing. I did notice that we have a ludicrous 613 news things that we just haven't read, and it's probably fine. So there we go. Look, we're paying a little bit less maintenance now because we've not got that bottle of rum or whatever it was to look after. So there you go. So we're not losing quite as much money. In fact, we have 18k. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. How did we get 18k? I thought we were on minus 50 something. And then we made, oh no, because we sold the thing for a profit of 40k, didn't we? Not a total of 40k. That run was a profit of 40k. And of course, that is now, coming back down. Because now it's on 8.27k, because we just lost that money there. So how is that looking in terms of the company? So how much is in the reserve? 32.2k. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, this might take quite a long time to do. This might take quite a long time for us to get through because we're just having to let the game run and just get on with it. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do exactly that. We'll just let it happen. Oh, for goodness sake, this keeps happening all the time. This keeps happening all the time. These angry people and this guy with his incredibly long neck. Okay, they've gathered around Barfield. They're really cross. Boo, we hate these jobs that you're giving us. Boo, we don't want this employment and regular income. So we can either pay them 42.2k, which is presumably all of our money that we've got in the reserves, which is a bit tedious, or we can ignore it, 48% chance, so about a 50-50 chance-ish, that they will just go away. If they don't do that, if they don't go away, they might well burn down some of our workplaces, which would cost more than that. More than the 42.2k, it's going to cost, it will cost more to rebuild the workplaces than it will to pay these guys off. I'm tempted to ignore it and just hope against hope that they do not burn down our workplaces because we need that money. We need the money, or else if this keeps happening every single quarter, we're never going to get anywhere. Mr. Longneck is just going to be so very, very wealthy. We're paying an awful lot of money, 42.2k. Right, let's go for ignore. I've got my fingers crossed, and oh my goodness, they just got dispersed by the police and they went away. Marvellous. Okay, so that saved us a bit of money, which means that next month we should be able to actually invest the money back in. We also do need to start looking at what we can do with the police chief and all that lot, all the sort of the governor folks. Because, yeah, we want to get hold of the police chief, really. We want the police chief to be our friend. You want to buy some shares? No, how about you clear off? Because, yeah, then he can start dispersing the crowd there, presumably at very little cost or no cost to us, which would be wonderful. So, yeah, we need to look at doing that. Of course, we can't do much about that right now, I don't think. I don't know how to exactly become the police chief's friend. You want to buy some trophies. This is interesting. Ambition. I think we have... we sold all our trophies. We got rid of our trophies, didn't we? Of course we did. And I've got no money to buy any now, which is a shame. But do you know what? When we've got all the money coming in, when we've got... Actually, could we not... Oh, no, because I was going to say, can we use an agent on you? We've got absolutely loads of agents available. I thought maybe we could use one on you, but they cost a bit of money, I think. So, yeah, we do not have any money to pay the agents. What's that? A mercenary, and he's careful. Minus 20% chance to the success of a hitman. Yes, of course. Okay, let's... Hang on a minute. Hang on. We'll go to here. Let's have a look at the company. Let's go and see what's going on. Reserve, 46.1k. Right, you, though, up here on safety, accident rate is nothing. The strike risk has gone up to 0.75%, so not even 1%. Let's put you down into, what was that? Quality. What is quality linked to? Selling price. Well, hang on a minute. So if we move that down into there, 19.6k income, 23k income. Yes, more income, more money, please. And yeah, we're just going to have to keep doing this. We can't buy any nice things, which is a shame. Not right now, we can't anyway. Do you know what? We will do in the future, though. When we've made millions and millions off this company, we will buy all of the lovely things. Right now, we cannot buy anything. Yep, and away with you, cheerio. So yeah, we'll just keep moving time on, and we'll just keep reinvesting the money in the company as and when we can. There we go. We have 62.6k, so we might as well get another workplace set up and a worker, because that would generate a bit more money, which means that the reserve will go up quicker and we should then be able to get more workplaces in. So we might as well do this right now. So company expansion, oh my goodness, it's 100% yes. What a surprise. And now we can go, yes, there we go, 50k to put a new workplace. Yes, please. We've got a new workplace. So 29.8k income up to, okay, 31.1k. Not as much as I was expecting it to be, if I'm completely honest. But okay, that's fine. It's better than nothing. It's generating more stuff. Right, so what are we in? We're in 1877. It is January of 1877. So let's move time on for however long it's going to take until we can get ourselves another 50 grand to expand the company a little bit more. It's looking very, very good. Only a couple of quarters have gone by and we have 95.3k in the reserves, and the company is making 49k net income, which is brilliant. So we shall go through this rigmarole again. So we'll go to there. Company expansion. Yes, it's that good. Right, me. There we go. So only one, because of course we're just shy. We are just shy of the money required. But there we go. So 48 up to 50.4. So yeah, this is just going to sort of exponentially grow now. So more workers, more income, more reserve, more workplaces, more workers, and the cycle continues. And we just make big piles of money. How is it looking up here? So what's the strike risk? I do not like the strike risk and the accident rate. The accident rate is 1%, which is okay. I can deal with that. People relationship is coming down, but minus 3.1%. Okay, maybe they don't like it when we open more things. Maybe, yeah, I'd say I'm purely speculating now. Maybe they don't like it when we open up a new workplace. Maybe we should save the money for a bit. I don't know, get 100 grand or 150 grand and then build 3 workplaces all at once. I'm not entirely sure how that affects the relationship. But okay, well, that's done now. So there we go. So we've got another workplace in, some more employees. So now let's run it forward again. So where are we? 1877. So yeah, who knows how long this is going to take? I really don't know. It could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I don't know. I mean, at some point we are going to have to put the dividends back on, because we are going to run out of, we're going to get, I don't know, bankrupt. I suppose we do have all that to our name, though, don't we? We do have all those assets. So we're not technically bankrupt because we've invested them in a company. It's just the company's not actually paying them back to us. So I suppose we're not actually bankrupt. We've got no cash, but we do have a company that is pretty much in our pocket. Ooh, marvellous. Okay, and now, can we go into here, and get this one here? So let's get ourselves the final management skill. So the CEO is speeding up the technology update plus 60% now. So there we go. So we're going to lend a hand to the CEOs doing the tech stuff, which is very good. So let's go and have a little look at what's going on. So Barfield, stats. So now the CEO, yeah, it goes up a bit more now. So we're adding an extra 2.4% onto that, which is excellent. So yeah, we're doing that and it is going up quite quick. Maybe we do need to move people around a bit again. What's that? 3.1%. Well, that's at 100% right now. So let's take you off of there. Let's put you back onto this one again. That will remove the accident rate down, which is excellent. The strike risk is coming down, even though... And that's the accident. Right. That's because I've put it into there. There we go. That will be why. Let's move it to there. What's the strike risk? 1.8%. Hang on. Let's just move you out of the way. Move you down there. So strike risk 1.8, accident 1.2. Okay, right. The strike risk is a bit higher, and I don't want it to be there. So let's move you to there to lower the strike risk down. And then next time we'll put you into safety to work on the accident rate. And then, yeah, soon all those things will be relatively near the top and we can just move them around to the top of priorities. But yeah, I don't want there to be accidents and I don't want there to be strikes because they're sort of avoidable things. So if we can avoid them, we might as well. Okay, so it's April 1878, and this is great news. We've got 205k in the reserves, so we can build ourselves 4 extra workplaces, which, you know, doesn't seem like much, does it? It doesn't seem like a lot, but it will help a great deal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get those in. So marvellous. It leaves us a tiny bit in the reserves, which is not very much. So hopefully there won't be any sort of rebellions or anything. Yeah, the people relationship has come right back down. Let's move you, Mr. Man, back over to there to try and get that back up a little bit. And then we want to get ourselves 4 extra workers. So 81.9k, 99.3k. Okay, it's working. Very slowly, but very surely, this is working. Selling price is looking good. Production volume is looking good. Productivity and workers' wage. Productivity is quite low. But you've got nothing in motivation and nothing in automation. Okay, right. So we could do with focusing on those. We might do that next sort of the next quarter maybe. We'll move the sort of priorities around and have a little look at what's going on there. But yeah, things are looking very good. Let's look at the things again. Let's look at moving these around. Yeah, this productivity is coming down. So how about, what's that? Automation. We don't have much in the way of automation. And quality is pretty good. So let's put something down there into that. Look, let's do that. So productivity will go up a little bit. So we have sacrificed a tiny bit of the selling price, which is fine. I mean, that's come down a little bit, but it's still quite high. I'm still quite happy with how it's going. So yeah, we'll have to just sort of try and increase all of those values as we go along. Oh no, not you lot again. Okay, right. What do you want? 26.9k. Or it's not even 20%. Do you know what? We'll pay you. We'll pay you, angry face and long neck. We shall pay you your monies. 26.9k. Was that all we had in the reserves? I can't remember what we had. What have we got? Yeah, nothing. They took all of our money. You robbers. It's like a crime. Can we not call the police guy and tell them these people keep threatening us? Okay, fine. Well, there we go. So we lost a great big heap of cash. No, I'm not selling any money. Away with you. So yeah, that's not very good, is it? So we've lost some of the money. We will get that back. But of course, we don't want to be paying money out all the time for that sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully that will not be happening too often. I mean, I thought our thing in there, our numbers in people relationship was quite good. Maybe that's nothing to do with that at all. Maybe that's nothing to do with the people rebelling and getting cross. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, let's do this sort of thing again. When have we got to wait? October the 20th. Okay, right, we can do that. Time goes quite quickly. We'll move it over to October the 20th, and then we'll see what money we can make from that. So there we go. And into... no, not there. Into there. Yeah, indeed, it's just me. So a couple more. 25 workplaces now. So up that to there's 135k, 147k. This is wonderful. It is going very well. Now, how do we know when the company is big and successful and will pay out loads of money? I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking we probably need at least double the amount of workers we've got now. We're going to need at least 50 workers, if not in the hundreds, I would have thought, to make it a super big company. In fact, can we look here? There's not many companies in California. Is that it? Is that the whole list of companies in California? So who's got the most? In terms of workers, Alboyd have got 273 workplaces, but only 239 workers. So yeah, I'm thinking, because we're still the smallest, we're still tiny compared to these. We're catching up with Jericho Industries. I would have thought, yeah, we're going to need to get into at least, 100 workplaces and 100 workers to at least make that profitable. And then, yeah, obviously we can then reap the rewards from that and get loads and loads of money from dividends. But yeah, it's going to take a long while to get there. It's going to take a heck of a long time. We could be doing this for many, many years. Oh, there's a house for sale. Now, I know we can't afford it because we have utterly no cash at all, but I'm intrigued to see... That's not what I want to click on. Hang on, do we click on that one? I'm intrigued to see what this is like. So, a townhouse. It looks very nice. Starting price 262k. Market price 590k. I shouldn't ask is how many people are interested in it. And it makes you 9k per quarter. So every year, that house is going to bring in 36 grand. I mean, that's not an absolutely colossal amount of money, given the amount of money you can get from all your investments, but that's something. And if you've got millions of millions, and yeah, you can afford that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, obviously, yeah, we can't participate because we have no money at all. But I don't know how. I assume a townhouse is one of the bigger size houses, I would guess. Away with you. But yeah, so maybe are there bigger houses? They're like mansions, whatever, that bring in a little bit more money than that every quarter. I do not know. I mean, I'd love to get to that point where we can get there. I'd love to have a little point where we can buy ourselves some fancy houses. And yeah, I think we will. I just think it's going to take a long time. So let's have a look just here. Our influence has gone up to 103 and we are 346 now in the world. No, not in the world, in the USA. The 346th richest person. Okay, so let's go back into here. How much money have we got in the reserve? What? How haven't left it that long? 324k? You are joking. How long have I left it? Oh my goodness. Right, yes. Many workplaces, please. 300, so that leaves us 23.6k. Yes. And then, so 190 net income. Yeah, move that up there. 237k net income. We'll move you off of goodwill. Let's put you back up there, actually, for a little bit, onto safety. So yeah, let's put you back up onto safety. Everyone else can sort of stay where they are. I noticed that these have got nothing in at all. Refining quality. Oh yeah, we don't actually purchase any raw materials though, because we're a transport company, so we don't make anything. It's not like we need to import oil, the raw materials, to make something else from it. So that's intriguing, and that is logistics. Logistics costs are 0 anyway. So is it worth investing in that if they are always at 0? I do not know. We're making quite a lot of money now. This is wonderful. Now, at some point, we are going to have to put the dividends back up. But yeah, we're on minus 120k. That's fine. That's fine. We've got many, many, many shares. We've got stocks in a big company. In fact, how much are the shares worth now? I've not been looking at that at all. 1.89. They were less than $1 at some point, not that long ago. They are going up very well. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, yeah, we're going to make quite a lot of money. When we switch those dividends back on, we are going to make so much money. But now, I'm determined to hold off until the company becomes huge. I'm thinking maybe we get to 100 workers or something, and then we switch it back on and just watch the money roll in. If we haven't been declared, I don't know, legally cash bankrupt or something, I don't know. Can you be declared legally cash bankrupt? I've no idea. Do not know. Making up finance terms now. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep doing this and then running it on. Yeah, how much is in there now? 256k. Okay, when can we do that? July the 10th again. So, okay. No, you can't have my shares. Go away. So let's run this on to July the 10th. Right, okay. Expansion. Yes, 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 yes. And yeah, we'll have ourselves, what would that leave us? 6.13k. I'm a little bit nervous about that. Let's do that. Let's put it to there. So we get ourselves some more workplaces. So another 4, 244 up to 278k income. Okay, let's just run this through until, I don't know, what about 1880? Let's go through to the year 1880 and then we'll see where we are then. So I'll do the investments and all that kind of stuff. If something terrible happens, if there's an accident or whatever, then we'll come back to it. Otherwise, we'll rejoin the game at the start of 1880. Okay, there's a very curious message here which says, endgame, you have not succeeded in reaching the top of the richest men in the USA. Okay, right, there's a couple of points with this. Number one, I am fairly confident that we set the end date to no end date. We're indefinite or whatever. We said there is no end date because, I kind of wanted to just play on and just see what it was about. So I'm fairly certain that there should be no end date. And also, I've not succeeded in reaching the top of the richest men in the USA. Okay, yes, but there are women in this mix as well, including Madam Penge here. So that should say richest people, surely. We got to 308th, which is the highest. That's where we are right now at the start of 1880. I'm going to continue. It might then say that we haven't won or whatever. But so sort of morally, we want to get this to number 1 down here now. It might not pop up with a little sort of actual in-game official "you have won" message. But yeah, I'm fairly confident that we set that to have no end date. I think it was 1880, 1890. It might have even said 1900 or indefinitely. I can't remember exactly, but I'm fairly confident that we set that to indefinitely. I would be very surprised if we left that, unless, the game is in early access. Maybe it's that bit's not quite right. Something I do not know. Right, we will continue. That is a bit of a shame, but okay, right. In terms of size of workers, because that's what we're ordered by, look, we're in second now. We're bigger than Jericho Industries, so we're not the smallest company in California. And how much money is in the reserve? 322k. Right, we've got to wait till the end of January to actually get this thing in. Can we go back to here for a second and see what's going on? The share price is just absolutely going through the roof. It's brilliant. It was less than $1. Now it's going to be over $3 momentarily, which is excellent news. Right, hang on a minute. Yeah, no, I'm not going to sell the things. Go away. Right, now we can go to here. Company expansion. Yes. All this stuff that we've seen before. Hoik that over. Leaves us to 22.4k. That is absolutely fine. So now we've got ourselves 46 workers generating 402k of income, which is excellent news. So, okay, so we'll just sort of carry things on. Yeah, I wonder if that is a bit of an in-game sort of bug thing there. Bar-filled workers are demanding a wage increase of 11%. This will increase payroll costs by 165. Right, so fulfill demands means that that's fine, and they will not rebel or whatever. Expenses will increase by $165. Is that it? Okay, I think we can cope with that. Or calm. Success chance 6%, which is, the odds are not stacked in our favour there, are they really? They're not good odds. And if we fail, the workers go on strike. Do you know what? Yes, have your 165. I think we can cope with that, given that we're earning quite a lot of money anyway, 402k. So yeah, I think we'll be absolutely fine. What we might do is, let's run it on to 1881. And then see where we are in 1881. I'm not going to do anything until 1881. We'll just save the money, we'll pool all the reserves, and then 1881 we will have a great big spending spree and we'll advance the company a great deal. We're going to put loads of workplaces. Influence top rating. What? No way. Hang on, 1 star. Current place. 92nd out of 10. Yay! Okay, right. Hang on, what? So in here, we're the 92nd most influential person in America in the year 1880 and the 297th richest. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't know how's that going up. I don't really know how that's increasing. Just assets, I guess. I guess just having assets in companies makes you influential. Not entirely sure. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. We've got a point to spend. We have a point to spend. I'm tempted to put it on tax reduction just because that makes sense, but we're not using it right now because we're not actually doing anything with it. Look, tax is minus 15%. There's nothing in there. So what else is going to be quite useful to us? Okay, so some of these are becoming slightly less useful than others, I think. So this one here, for example, psychology, that reduces the minimum requirement of influence points that we need to go and have a chat with someone and try and do some dealing. But we're pretty influential. As we have seen, we are the 92nd most influential person in the country. So I don't know if we necessarily need that. I think that might be a bit of a waste. Evaluation might be quite good. That reduces the agent costs after each use, but that means we are putting quite a lot of books and skills onto this top shelf here, onto the economic shelf. Diplomacy shelf has got a little bit on it. The politics shelf has got nothing on it at all. It's got nothing on it at all. We've got none of these books, so no grants, no laws, no anything. I'm tempted to just do this. So grants provides access to government contracts based on a good relationship with the governor and increases the goods price. That's got to be a good thing if it increases the goods price. Now, I don't know if that will happen immediately. I don't really understand how that's going to work. So yeah, government contract. Now, how is that going to work? I do not know. It says access to government contracts based on a good relationship with the governor. So maybe if we get this, we can then go and have a word with the governor and just see what they say. So let's grab this because it's something we haven't got. So there we go. We've got a book on the politics shelf. There we go. Right, and now pop back to the map. Go to here. Go to state government. Now, yeah, we're quite... Oh, no, hang on. Is that how chummy we are with the governor? Oh, no, that's the voter rating. With the governor, we're okay with the governor. We're okay. His loyalty to us is plus 35. So can we do anything here? We can use an agent. Your ambition is you want to buy some coins, and information is this. So how do we get these things that we're after? How do we get these government contract thingamajiggers? Is it something else that we need to do? Do you come to us? Do you offer us government contracts, or do we apply, or what? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I'm not entirely sure. Do you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's run it through as we were going to 1881, see what money we've got. But if Mr. Man there pops up and says, hey, here is a government contract, we will have a look and see what that means. Oh dear, Nathan Diaz is being a bit of a meanie pants. Now, I'm trying to not do this. I'm trying to not blackmail people and get dirt on them and stuff. Because I just don't want to do that. It seems very uncouth and very impolite. So, yeah, we're not going to do that to other people. But he has clearly done that to us. He wants 49,315 shares, which you might think, oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's 4.93% of the company. So we can agree, he gets the shares. We can threaten, get this bandit out there again. So 70% chance of that succeeding, or we can just ignore it, and the probability they'll publish something is 70%. Do you know what? Let's go for threaten. We might as well have a little go. So come on, go into the green, and yes. Okay, right. So I don't really know what that means. So we just send somebody out to, I don't know, put a gun to his head and say, leave us alone, please, you nasty blackmailing person. And then they leave us alone? I mean, I don't really understand that bit there. It seems a little bit sort of extreme of, right, send somebody to shoot him unless he goes away. But do you know what? It worked, and that's fine. Okay, right, we've got an awful lot of money in the reserves, and I know I said I was going to wait to 1881 to spend the money, but there's so much there. We could get a heck of a lot more workers and stuff in, plus we need to rejig these things around a little bit. So let's do that now. Let's put that back down into working conditions to remove the strike risk. People relationship is at 100% now. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing anymore. Let's put you up into the investment attractiveness, which is pretty good. Do we have a loan? We do. Maybe we should pay off the loan as well. Can we? I mean, we've got loads of money. We've got $1.2 million. Surely we can pay off our loan. Hiring is topped out at the moment, as is automation. So let's put you into motivation, and let's bring you down from there and put you into here. What's that one? Quality. Okay, so we'll try and sort of get these ones increased. At some point, we might want to increase those, but I'm not too fussed. Right, hang on. Can we have a look at this? Lending. Repay loan. Loan amount. How much did we take out? We took out a piffling 48.8k. So we're going to pay out nothing. We're going to pay our loan out. So get rid of the loan. We do not owe the bank any more money. We've paid the bank, which is excellent. And now we can do a company expansion of goodness knows how many workspaces. So at the moment, 46. up to 69. That's brilliant. It's going to cost us over $1 million. Do you know what? Let's bring that down to 68 to leave us with a bit of money in the reserves, just in case somebody comes to blackmail him. We'll do that. And then this is gonna go bonkers. So 470k right now is gonna go up to 470k up to 716k. Oh my goodness me! Right, so we've got a heck of a lot of money. Right, hang on. Can we also check? Away with you. Can we also check on here if the people relationship has come down? It has, but the tiniest amount now. So hopefully we will get less people, protesting around us and all that kind of stuff, and we can keep our money and then just keep investing it. Yeah, we can get to 100 workplaces. I think relatively soon we can get to 100 workplaces, and then we can start getting some of our money back, because we're 271 grand down in cash. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to get that back. I'm not entirely sure. I don't quite understand how the dividends thing works. I mean, does that money go straight out into dividends? So if we put 50% dividends on the company and we've got 400k income or whatever it was, does that mean we get 200k every quarter? Because that would be very, very silly indeed, wouldn't it? I don't know how that works. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is very exciting. We're now the third smallest company. Yay. Okay, reserve 842k. Got to wait until January the 9th. Yep, there we go. January the 9th has come and gone. Yes, let's expand the company a bit more, because why the heck not? Okay, 84 workplaces, 42k in the reserves. I assume we can click Control to push that up. We're nearly at $1 million. We're nearly at $1 million income. That is exceptionally good. We've maxed out working conditions. Let's put you back down into goodwill. That will do. Oh no, we haven't maxed that out. He'll max it out next time, will he? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, we'll keep it there, please. Okay, right. This is all going swimmingly well. I'm a bit sad that we haven't got any money, and I'm a bit sad that we haven't bought a stuffed fish, because that was one of my favourite things of the entire game. I do love buying and selling a stuffed fish, but yeah, I think maybe next month we can start putting the dividends back on and making ourselves a bit of money, but we can still keep investing in the company and increasing it as well. It'll grow a little bit slower if we're paying some money back to ourselves, but that's still fine, because the company is quite big. It's quite big. I don't want to sell the shares. So yeah, we'll see. So let's have a look. What's it going to look like in quarter 2, 1881? Can we get to 100 workplaces here? Can we actually do that? Is that something that we can do? What have we got? We've got $1 million in reserve. We've got to wait till April the 20th. Oh dearie me. Right, okay, so let's run that on. April the 20th, and then pause it there. Company expansion. Clear that bit out of the way. Can we get to 100? 104. Do you know what? Let's put it at a nice round 100. No, why actually? Let's put it at 103 and keep a bit of money behind, just in case somebody comes blackmailing again. Okay, and then bump that up. 103 workers. Income is 1.2 million. That's ridiculous. Right, let's move you to there. You've maxed out investment attractiveness, although now it doesn't matter about our loan rate. I don't really care about that. Let's put you down here then into automation. 1.34 1.34 million. That is ridiculous. And now I think maybe, right, how can we do this? Right, dividend size. Now we don't have to confirm this, do we? I think we can change it and then we can press apply. So let's just have a look. So at the moment, we're not getting anything. So we're paying nothing at all. So if we increase that to 5%, what? 5% pays out 67 grand. Hang on, right. So do we take a percentage of this? Is that what we're taking a percentage of? So if we put our dividend size on 50%, we will get half a million. Well, over $500,000 each quarter, because that would be ludicrous. That would be ridiculous. No, that can't be right. Hang on, let's do that. Oh, cash flow generator. I've got a skill point. 119k, and we're on 50%. Okay, right, hang on. Can we put it onto 50%, please? What does that look like at 50%? We make 500. We make $500,000. $500,000 every quarter. That's $2 million a year. So in one quarter, we can get rid of this. We can clear our debt, as it were. Oh my word. And the rest of it, we can keep investing back into the company because the company's still going to get $500,000 coming in. Oh, right. Okay. That's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? Do you know what? Do we want to apply that, or do we want to keep growing the company even more for a couple of years and then switch that back on? Hang on, cancel that for now. Hang on. Go back. Let's have a look here. So where are we? 103. Nemotas are just here. They've got 111 workers, 134 workplaces. I mean, do we push it till they're the biggest and then take our share in it? Which might take a little while. Might take a little while to get up to 273. Or do we just push it up maybe until they're not the third smallest? Do you know what? We'll do that. We will run it on a little bit more. Let's get to... I don't know. Let's clear this quarter out of the way. Let's get to the final quarter. Let's get to Q4 1881 and see what money we have. Oh, an exciting development. My rival is coming over here to California. Oh, and this person is going to blackmail us. Okay, 70%, 70%, or agree, and 13% of those shares. No, you're not having 13% of the shares. We will threaten you with another mysterious bandit. So hopefully that will be in the green. Yeah, the bandit always seems to be in the green as well. I don't know if that's not fully implemented in the game yet. I don't think have we seen that bandit fail? I'm not entirely sure. Right, okay, yeah, so I want to watch you come over here. So you're going to come and join us in California. Well, welcome to California. Can I throw a little party for her when she comes over here? Because that'd be nice, wouldn't it, to welcome her to this state. Do they call it the Sunshine State, or is that another state? I don't know. I don't really know the state names. But whatever the case, this state here, it's lovely. We've got Los Angeles and other places that are on that coast. What else is there? San Francisco, that's there as well. And I imagine there's probably some other places as well. Okay, let's see what money we have now in the reserves. And then we'll spend all this. So 2.91 million. We'll do a company expansion. Yes. We'll expand it by a ludicrous amount. 161 workplaces. Let's bring that down a bit. 160 to leave some in the reserves. We'll do that. And then we'll just go workers. 2.21 million income. And 100... There you go, look. That is much better. That looks much better. The market cap is at 11 million. That was at less than 1 million at one point. Okay. So that's very good. And now I think we need to switch the things back on because we've given enough to this company. So now maybe the dividends can come back on. 5% gives us what's that? 111k. Oh my word. So we could still leave that. We could take 25% of this and get ourselves 400 grand. I mean, yeah, beforehand it was... Hang on a minute. Yeah, there we go. So beforehand, 50% paid back about that amount. Now it's 35%. So we can still keep growing the company. So yeah, okay, we'll apply that. So now we're actually going to get some money. So 1882, we're going to have some cash. We might be able to go and buy some nice things. Let's also move everybody about again. So move you up to there, move you into there, and you into there. Because why not? In fact, let's move you down to here. Yeah, people relationship came down a little tiny bit. So, okay, right. Let's get it on to 1882 then. And then we'll see what's going on with all of our monies and things. And then we might go and do some investments. Because I like buying the things. I like buying the shiny things. Of course, we do need to go and get into another company as well now. We want to get into another company. We've done this one company, and that's good. But now we want to make sure that we're actually getting shares in another company as well, which would be wonderful. Okay, right, move time on a little bit. So yes, our stocks are worth 11.2 million, but we do have minus 484 grand in cash, which will be rectified very shortly indeed. There we go. Christmas 1881. It is New Year 1882. And let's have a look at what's going on. So here we go. Let's see how much money we now have. And... we've got two... this is exciting. So there you go. So 2 stars on the way to a plutocrat, which means we've got... influence... Are we in the top 10 for influence now? No, we're 10th. And we're 176 in terms of wealth. Okay, this is going brilliant. And we are no longer in debt. We've got 98.5k monies, which is excellent news. And we're making 546k off of it each time, off of the shares of that company, which we can still keep investing in, because I imagine there's still quite a bit in the reserve. There's 1.49 million in the reserve. So let's move the company up a bit more. Let's make it even bigger. Does there come a point where the company can be too big and it collapses? I don't really know. Let's bring it to 188 to leave a bit of money in the reserves. So we just spent 1.4 million, but we're making a heck of a lot of money now. We're making a lot of the cash monies, which is wonderful. So there we go. Right. Do we want to just go and have a little bit of buying and selling of things now? Now we've actually got some cash again. We can go and treat ourselves and buy nice things and sell them on to people again for some, probably not as much of that profit, but yeah, we can go and do that now. There we go. We can sell our Chinese dragon statuette. I mean, we can buy all these things back at some point. We're making so much money. So yeah, we'll go for that. We'll sell that thing. Hello there, father. And what else can we do? Now, this person here, she now wants, it's the same person. She wants to sell transport company shares. Now, that could be quite interesting. Let's wait for her to go to there. Now, ambition. Let's have a look at this. I want to sell Supposes' shares from California State. If you help me, I will be in your debt. Okay. So she wants to sell a very minimal amount of shares in another company. We can pay a little bit more if we like to get her on board a bit, so some more loyalty. I mean, it might be quite a good idea to increase the loyalty a bit, given that we've got quite a bit of money now. Can we just put that on, 70.4k, 15% loyalty increase. And that means we get some shares in Supposes, which is exciting. So we've got a thing as well, which is good. So now, what are they like? Now we've got shares in another company. They are not in California. Oh, I thought because she was in California that those shares would also be in California, but clearly not. Okay. Right, well, that's certainly different then. I thought they would be. Oh, look. We're now no longer the tiny company. We're a huge company. We're the third biggest in California now. This is brilliant. Our profitability has... Oh, I was going to say it's come down. It's come down by 0.45%. I don't think we need to worry about that too much right now. Okay, yeah, still our dividend size is very, very low. And we could switch that up and I could be insanely rich very, very quickly. How are we looking in terms of wealth? 157th and 10th in influence. Okay, right, let's go and spend a few skill points. So we've got 3 skill points left. I do not know. I don't know what to spend these on. Let's do that. Let's go to etiquette and get a 90% decrease in the negative effect of failed negotiations. Yes, please. That's maxed out. That's maxed out. Bookkeeping. I mean, how much is that going to save us? Taxes. Minus 15%. What? We paid 112k in taxes. No. Let's pay slightly less than that, please. So 92k in taxes. Well, how about we get bookkeeping 3 and pay half taxes? That makes sense to me. And that means we've got more money to spend on nice things. Yes, please. Oh my goodness, yeah, we're paying a heck of a lot less money in taxes now. That is wonderful. Hang on, was that not the company that she wanted to sell shares in? That lady that I just bought some shares from. Is that not that company? Supposes? Or was it called something else? Now I'm not entirely sure. I think it was that one, but why don't I have a stake in that company? Okay. Yeah, maybe it wasn't that one then. Maybe there's another company called Supposes somewhere else across the country. I did buy some shares. I offered her a bit more money as well. But they're not there. They're not there. Are they over here? Are they in Virginia? No, they're not. So the last place they could be is in New York. And we haven't got any shares in anyone there either. Yeah, I think that's gone a little bit strange. I think we bought shares in this company here. I think it was here. Yeah, Sophia Price. Hang on, maybe we need to move time on and it's not registered it or something. You want to buy Barfield shares, you can absolutely clear off. So I think we'll call it a part 4 now, but take a look at this over here. This bit here, our little company profile, looks very different to how we started. So we're paying out some dividends, or as it calls it there, dividends. But there you go, so we're paying out some dividends. But these numbers here are all greatly different. The share price the share price is $12.90 at the moment for one share. That's very high. Given that they were not worth $1, maybe they're worth around $1 when we started this part. That's gone on. That's incredible. That is very, very good indeed. These things are in the red, so they've come down a little bit, which is a shame. The market cap has gone up a great deal. Market share has gone up. So yeah, it's looking very, very good. And we are making quite a tidy profit. So I think the next step is going to have to be getting on board with another company. And I think there was something about if you had two companies of the same type, you merge technologies. I might need to go and have a little check somehow. I don't know how. Is the helps even still around? I'm not entirely sure. But it'd be quite useful if we could figure out if that was a thing. I think it did say that somewhere. So yeah, that would be quite handy if we could get ourselves another transport company. I mean, I don't know if we merge them together or what. I don't really know, but that would be quite good. I mean, maybe if we don't get one of the transport companies, if we don't get Violet or whatever, I mean, that is quite big. Although it's the same size as Barfield. It's more or less the same size as Barfield. We could try and go down here. Oh, hang on. Annabelle Morgan's in here as well. Hang on, Annabelle Morgan. Are you in all of these? Have you got your fingers in many, many Californian pies here? Are you in Ricochet as well? No, but that guy hates us. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe we can't do that then. Maybe we'll have to go down a completely different route and get ourselves involved in, I don't know, Alboyd or Jericho Industries or something and change the fortunes of those companies around as well. But we'll do all that next time because, yes, we will finish up for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Plutocracy. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. These people are eating the tables. They're just devouring the tables. They're so hungry. There's no atmosphere at all. Were you sat in the car park? Are you sure you came to the right place? Mein Knien staan in brand. If you want to order meatballs made of snails, you need to be really certain about this.